Well, thank you. I am very grateful, Megan, that you asked me to participate here with your group. I'm very excited. My name is Rose Whippich, and I'm from the States. I am a yoga instructor as well as a Qigong instructor and a Reiki master teacher as well. So I've got a lot of energy work there under my belt. And so what we will be doing today is just a few exercises based on Qigong practice. Now, Qi is life force energy. It's like prana is in the Sanskrit term, and Gong is skill or work. So Qigong is actually working or cultivating our energy, developing it and moving it and creating a healthy, energetic flow within our bodies. And it's not just energy, but also how our body works in terms of our organs and the food we eat and the water we drink and the air we breathe. And all that creates this beautiful energy, right? And when we keep this energy healthy and flowing and moving, then our body is harmonious and we feel healthy and there's no stagnancy in energy, right? So all of our exercises we'll be doing today are very accessible. We're going to be doing standing. So I'm just going to come up to standing. Make sure you can see me. And then also some of the benefits are lowering your blood pressure, just keeping a nice connection to mind, body, spirit, and muscle strength, because you are using your body weight when we're moving, just like you are in yoga. And one of my main benefits from practicing is sleeping better. I sleep so much better than I ever have. So I always want to tell people that part. Right. All right. So we'll come to standing. And the first thing we'll do is we'll just settle. Let me just make sure my feet, I can see my feet here. That we'll just come to standing with your feet a little bit more than hip distance apart. We're coming into our sort of like our mountain pose, or we call this Wuji pose, like a tree pose. So slightly bend the knees, tuck the pelvis in, bring your hands along the side, just allow them to relax. The shoulders are relaxed. Just take a few breaths here, and you can softly lower your gaze. Take a few breaths in and just tune into how your body is feeling physically and energetically. Sometimes when we feel a little tension somewhere or a little twinge, that could mean that there's energy that is not flowing properly in the body. I want you to tune into that as we're moving through these poses or these exercises. And I know you'll be watching me and listening to me and maybe not tuning so much into the body, but just do the best you can with that and the expectations. So we'll begin with the feet as we draw the energy in from the earth, and the energy center right at the bottom of our feet. We're going to draw that energy from the earth in and allow it to rise up along our legs. And draw it up as you inhale up towards your torso. Notice what you notice. And then draw it up, all the way up towards your shoulders and down your arms. So with your intention, with your mind, you're able to bring and allow this energy to flow in you and around you, inside of you. And then allow that energy to come up to your throat. Take a swallow. Start to activate the throat chakra, your energy centers. And then all the way up through your head and out the crown. Now your hands and all along the inside of your arms, the back of your head, everywhere there's these nerve centers, these energy centers of soft tissue. And as we're moving, see if you can feel any sensations along these areas that you may feel more prominently. Okay? All right, and we'll begin with a little warm-up exercise. So bring your hands first to your hip And then shift your weight over to your left side and start to, I'm not going to mirror you because I have a hard time with that. Just start to rotate your foot. It's not your ankle so much, but your entire leg. We'll do it about 3 times one way and then 3 times the other way. So we're just warming up the joints. And then slide over to the other leg and rotate. So you're creating a spiraling effect, and this also stimulates the energy, like a little vortex, like a tornado. And then settle both feet flat onto the floor. And then spiraling the hips as if you're our tornado. About 4 times one way and 4 times the other. And then pause. And then we'll bring our arm up, palm facing the sky. And start to spiral the arm 3 times one way, 3 times the other. And it doesn't matter how big or small the spirals are. Bring that hand back to your hip. And we'll do the same with the other. And bring that back down to your hip. One last time. One last thing we'll do is the head. So you're going to spiral the head. To me, that's the most awkward part. I want to spiral my whole body, and that's fine. The spiral, move the head, and then come back to center. Now we're going to place our hands on the lower part of our belly, right below the belly button, one on top of each other, and it doesn't matter which palm is first. And this is our energy center. Think about it as a storehouse, a warehouse of our energy. It's like a massage. So bringing your hands in a circular motion, pressing along the belly, softly or even harder. Tune into what feels right for you. And then circle the other way. We're stimulating the energy in this area. And then we're going to take that energy. I'm going to bring it in front. Our palms are facing each other and they're not touching. So we are drawing that energy out from this lower part of our body, our dantian. And now we're going to circulate this energy. We have a ball, an energy ball. And notice if you feel any sensations between your hands, maybe some tingling or some heat, or maybe even a coolness. Maybe expand it a little bit more like it's taffy or caramel in between your hands, and you're broadening it. Do this a few more times, just circling that energy. And the next few exercises that we will be doing, we will be expanding our energy along all of our sides and up and down. Okay? So bring your hands facing each other without touching. And as we inhale, keeping your knees just slightly bent to support you. We're going to extend the arms out, keeping your wrists flexed. So your fingertips are facing towards the ceiling and turn towards your right or your left. And then turn or rotate your head to the other hand and gaze past your fingers. Draw the hands back towards the center without touching. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale out. So broadening the front of the body, squeezing the shoulder blades as well, and looking and gazing past the fingers. So there's the physical benefits, right? As well as the energetic. All right, so let's bring the hands facing each other. We're going to do and rotate towards the back now. So as we inhale, turn either to your right or your left. Extend the hand behind you and look at both hands. Draw the hands to the center and let's switch to the other side. Once again, we'll do 3 times each side. So I'm moving fairly slowly, just so that everyone's together. We're working the movements. But as you practice more and more, you can practice faster or slower. Depends on what your body, what your energy is requiring. From here, let's bring the hands back to that ball in front, only the palm is, they're facing each other up and down. Turn the palms the opposite direction and then stretch the front body. So expand the energy in front of you, up to the sky, down to the earth. Big circle around, and then press it back into the body. Turn the palms the opposite direction and look at the hands, then circle. So you're creating this big energy ball all around the body, pressing the energy towards the earth and towards the sky. And then circling. Notice what you notice, if there's any sensations along the body. And picture this energy as you're drawing it in towards the body. Picture it just even giving a color, right? Like a visual. You can do that as well. Let's just do it one more time on this side. And big circle around, drawing that energy back and bringing that ball in front again. We're going to do my favorite one. This is called the sash. So we're going to bring one palm in front without touching the belly, one behind. So I'm just showing you a side version. And we're going to do rotations of the spine. So we are creating a sash of energy. So we're going to spin and rotate the palms as well without touching the body. I love this one because I just love to twist my spine. So we'll do this one probably a few more times. So the way my teacher has described these few exercises are like a gyroscope. A gyroscope spins in all these different directions, and we're creating that same energy. One more time, and then come back to center, and bring the feet just a little closer together if they were far apart, keeping your knees soft. Okay, bring your hands by the side and take note of what you may be feeling. Okay, let's do this next pose. It's called roots and branches. So bend your knees. This is called a horse stance. Bring your arms up into cactus. Palms are facing the sky. As we inhale, we're going to bend the knees and come down as far as comfortable. So I'll just come down a little bit, looking up towards the ceiling, keeping your palms up towards the sky. Press up as you exhale and stretch. Inhale back down and exhale, keeping your palms flexed. I don't know if you can see my palms, but they're facing the sky. One more time. And then stay up in this pose here. And as you do, the energy is coming into your hands, down your limbs, down the middle of your body, and then down your legs, out from your feet. Stay here for a breath. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And now draw the palms towards the belly. We're going to bring the hands towards the belly on top of each other, placing them back onto the belly. So what that does is it draws all that energy back inside. Take a few breaths. Release your arms by your side. We'll do a few more exercises. So what we just did is we expanded our energy on all sides, and then we drew it back in, okay? So you have the ability to expand that energy and also create almost like a force field around you. If you ever walk into a place and you need a little force field, you can create that little energy field around you, even intentionally, with the mind. All right, we're going to do a chi lock. A chi lock is a way of just holding that energy, locking in that energy. So bring your thumb to the middle of your palm and bring the other fingers around. So you're creating a fist, but your thumb is tucked inside. Your feet are a little more than hip distance apart. Your knees are slightly bent. This is called a horse stance again. And keeping the fingers up, your palms facing up. Draw the elbows to the back. So as you inhale, we're drawing in the energy. So this exercise is called Dragon Clears Its Path. As we exhale, we're going to pivot. I'm going to pivot my right foot, so you can start with your left, and you're going to draw that fist out. And then as you exhale, just rotate the fist towards the front of the room. Draw a big circle or small circle behind you as you gaze at that hand, and then bring that circle back in front. So you're creating a figure 8. Then draw the energy back in. Park that elbow back to the side of the body. Exhale, extend the arm to the other side. Rotate, circle behind and in front. So think about a dragon clearing its path and then back in. So we'll just do a few more of these. We're going to go to the other side again, my right. Not thinking so much of the footwork or anything, just feel into the movement. Don't worry if you're doing it right or not. You're moving and feeling the energy in the body. So we're pushing that stale energy from our lungs. This affects the lung meridians. Let's do one more. Press out, open behind. So the lung meridians come from the fingertips to up the arm and down towards the lung. So by opening up the arms behind you, circling them around, we're moving any stale energy in the lung meridian. It's great for the immune system. All right, bring your hands now into your horse stance again. Hands down to your, right above your knees. You can press, get comfortable. We're doing the large intestine. So we're just going to do some circles with the body, and don't come too far down if you feel you're going to get dizzy or if you have high blood pressure. So as we inhale, just do some circles. I'll just do gentle ones. And when you're doing the circles, press your hands down onto your thighs. As you exhale, we're going to go the other way. And once again, so the large intestine, the meridians along the arm again, is as we press, we're working the meridians, and also by circling, we're massaging the large intestine. Great. And we'll circle back, and we'll just do just those for now. Just bring the feet back together. Okay. And this next one is for the heart meridian. This is a great one if there's a lot of grief and you want to bring more joy into your life. Do the chi lock, thumb inside, and close it with the other 4 fingers. Feet a little bit apart, come in that high horse stance. Draw the elbows back, palms facing up, fists facing up. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the elbows forward and bring the fist back. Inhale, draw the elbows back into the side body. Exhale, round out the spine as if you have these huge wings that you're rounding out, and then draw the arms out. Open up all the fingertips and then come back in. All right, so there was a lot of movement there. We'll do it several times. So this one's called Wild Goose Beats Its Wings. So we inhale, exhale, and then inhale back in. Exhale, round out, and then draw that energy out. Inhale back in. Exhale, open up the front body. Inhale back in. Exhale, round out the spine, and then draw the energy out. One more time, inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, one big exhale, and draw it in. The next one we'll do is the punching the wind, and it pairs with the heart meridian. So the heart meridian goes with the small intestine. A lot of information. I'm sorry if it's too much, but just wanted you to know that there's a physical benefits. All right, bring your chi locked hands back, draw them back like we did before. And as you exhale, bring your fist towards the front, big circle in front, and then circle back around and open the hands. Very similar to what we just did with circling and opening the hand in front. So punching the wind, circling and circle back and opening your hands and drawing it back. Let's do that again. Punch that wind and circle the arm, circle it back in and open the fingers. Punch the wind, circle the fist around and up and then back and forward. One more time. It takes a while to practice these. I'm still practicing them. And come back. Great. All right. So I'm going to do one more. Actually, two more. Okay. Two more that are paired together. And this is, we do tiger straightens its back. I love this one. This is for actually the gallbladder. So we're just going to do this one for the gallbladder. Bring your feet hip distance apart, actually further. Your knees are slightly bent. Your knees are going to stay soft. Okay? And we're going to come to the right, bring your hands in front as you pivot your right foot or your left foot. Come into a lunge. We should know what that lunge is. Bring your arms out and then come back with cactus arms. I'm going to do this several times. This is a really beautiful pose, stretches the side body. And then come back towards that lunged leg, round, circle around and down, come to the other side. You're going to bring your hands in front. The top hand, the palms face forward because you're going to come back into that cactus. So you can make believe that you're holding a pole. And you're bringing that pole around and back. So the gallbladder meridian is along the outside of the leg. Let's do one more time on this side. There's a lot of other exercises with this series of meridian exercises, but I just wanted to introduce you to a few of them and tell you what their benefits are. All right, let's come back to center, come into that Wu Ji, our little tree. I'm gonna do one more. And this last one, I call it hand skimming the clouds. It's one of my favorite ones. Now, just notice if you feel anything moving in the body, anything that's pulsating, twinging, any heat, any sensation. Take a few breaths. Let's connect with the energy of the earth. Okay. We'll bring our hands to another chi lock. All fingertips are pointing towards each other, are actually all touching. This is a crane beak, right? And we're going to bring that crane beak behind, right? Just supporting the back. And we're bringing the other hand about shoulder height, palms facing down. Knees are soft. And we'll start here in front. We're just going to circle the hand around, cross the body, and then back. Allow the thumb to graze the heart. And then you're going to pivot to the other side, bring the elbow behind you, open the arm, and circle. very similar to the figure 8 we did before. Now, I want you to play with this one. Go slow, go fast. I'll not talk which is hard, but I'll not talk. I'm kidding. I want you to feel this one. I want you to feel the energy underneath your hands. Maybe feel soft cloud. Use your breath. Move that energy. We'll do a few more on this side. We'll do some on the other side as well. Do one more. And then come back to center. Allow the thumb to cross the heart. Create the chi lock with this other hand, bring it behind you. And the other hand comes forward. And we start skimming that cloud. And if you decided to move a little differently or add some other movements, that's great. There's an element of free play as well in Qigong, which is my favorite, where you move the body in any way that you feel you need to cultivate that energy, to connect with that energy. And sometimes when you do this for a while, you get into a little zone. And you can really sense the direction that the energy is moving. Do 2 more on each side. Nice fluid movements. And then circle around. Come to the front. Bring our hands to the side. Knees are soft. Pelvis is tucked in. Come into our wuji, our tree. Take a few breaths. And then bring your hands, once again, we're going to bring that energy back into that dantian. Think of it as an energy bank. And you've just deposited a whole bunch of fresh, beautiful, vibrant energy, your chi, into this area, your storage area. And then remove your hands from the dantian. Bring your feet a little closer together. Allow the palms to come together at your heart space and gently bow down in honor of this practice and also in honor of those that practice with you. Thank you, everyone.